It's a real pleasure to welcome you, Mr. Chairman, to Athens. I know I welcome a very good friend of Greece, but also someone who has placed the strategic importance of the Eastern Mediterranean at the center of U.S. foreign policy. I can tell you how much we look forward towards the completion of the U.S.-Greece Defense Partnership Act, which I think is going to be a milestone legislation that will further cement the progress that we have made in our bilateral relations. And I very much appreciate the fact that you have always been a man of principles, committed to human rights and to international law as the fundamental guiding principles which civilized countries should use to resolve their differences. So again, welcome to Athens. It's always a pleasure to see you and discuss with you.
It's a great honor, Mr. Prime Minister, to be back with you. I think the last time we saw each other was in Washington when you visited, and I gave you a signed copy of the East Med law. Greece is a central part of that strategic bilateral cooperation. We are deeply grateful to the Greek people for their hospitality. We're grateful to you for your leadership in deepening our cooperation, both in the defense, economic, energy sectors. We appreciate your leadership on the questions of the day, on climate change, and my sympathies go to the Greek people who have lost properties. I appreciate your leadership in how you met the challenge of the fires, where I understand, except for one life of a firefighter, lives were saved. And while property is always something to lament the loss of, the lives are the most important thing. So we appreciate your leadership in that. Climate change is obviously a cause both in the United States as well as here in Greece, so we appreciate Greece's leadership in that regard. And then lastly, I would just simply say it is an extraordinary time for our countries, and an opportunity for Greece to continue to lead in the world. Your leadership also on the question of democracy, which is something that I cherish greatly, is extraordinarily important. So again, look forward to our conversations, and thank you very much for your...
We only did 200.
It's been a busy couple of weeks, but more so for you. We're trying, we're working closely with the foreign minister